Hey guys, Drifter here. Today I'm coming to you from the other side of the green screen. No Big Moon, no Weed Field, no Fortnite, because this is a very personal video. Today I've got for you a masterclass on how to deal with people who absolutely hate you. For reference, what you're about to see is a younger fan of another YouTuber by the name of 8thoughts join my open lobby, purposefully troll the lobby by wasting as much time as humanly possible. Then when the game starts, he lays into me about being a tranny and a clickbaiter and a terrible YouTuber and some other things like that. Instead of instantly banning this young man or kicking him out of the Discord and continuing with the open lobby, I felt that it was important to talk to this young man and hear what he had to say and reach out and hopefully turn his life around so that he doesn't just give in to hating random people on the internet. The strategy you're about to see is a very straightforward one that I've read about online, and I was kind of making it up and trying it on the fly. Number one is to listen to what he has to say, no matter how unpleasant it is. Number two is to validate those things, at least in some extent. You can't validate everything, but the things you can agree on, you should agree on. Then number three, you empathize with that person, and eventually, after you've done these three steps, they'll start seeing you as a person instead of a thing to be hated, instead of a random meanie or bad guy or something like that. And once you've managed to do that, you will be surprised at how many people change their minds and perspectives. So without any further wasting your time, let's jump straight into the gameplay and you'll see what happened. I'm trying to get some one-shots with this one. I can advance my challenges a bit.
But you were me when you was drinking the thoughts video about criticizing you.
Say that
Why
again?
are you a giant drifter? Why are you a giant
Couple going to the right.
I can't hear you. Can you say it again?
Why are you a tranny?
What?
It's hard to hear me.
Are you joking?
No, why are you a tranny? Why do YouTubers like you strike down videos that criticize you? That makes no sense to me. Seriously.
I've never once stricken down a video that criticized me. Even I've had people rip my whole log. I've had people download entire 10-minute gameplays and commentaries and use that as their commentary while they talk shit about me. And I have chosen to never send a strike against that.
Huh?
Say that again?
I don't eat thoughts.
Yeah, I'm very familiar with him. What about him?
I did try to strike down his video.
I did not. I believe I did send community. I flagged one of his videos for community violations where he tries to perpetrate the idea that I'm transsexual in a negative manner, but I've never done a copyright strike because I believe that criticism is an important part of YouTube, even when it is unpopular, unwarranted, or just not something that I generally like. I don't strike people that steal my content unless they re-upload it and try to monetize it. I do know that 8thoughts has received several strikes for using others' content and community violations before in the past, and I think there was some problem with his Twitter as well. That's why he changes it a lot, but that's to be expected for a person whose channel is largely built around negativity and talking shit about people.
What negativity, though? All there is criticism, not negativity.
Not really. The man makes videos perpetrating the ideas. I remember where a lot of this started was some time ago. He made a video saying that CoD YouTubers hate veterans because, and if I'm trying to remember the ideas correctly so that I don't misquote him, he was saying that we hate veterans because we didn't make a video for Veterans Day or we didn't do a thing for like the camo for the COD endowment, and that we also didn't make a video for Veterans Day and we didn't donate anything to charities or something, and that we hate veterans, which I found to be incredibly ironic because he also didn't do any of that, and he's Canadian and they have a very different holiday.
I never remember him saying that, though.
Yeah, that was a video. You can go look it up. He was saying that we all hate veterans because we didn't do a COD endowment like camo thing, even though on that particular year, T. Martin, who I know is often criticized, raised over $400,000 for veterans. He raised $400,000. I also raised something like $5,000 or $6,000 for veterans, doing one thing at a time. What you're trying to do is jump around and get all my shit confused, but a lot of the people that he criticized for hating veterans for not doing this stupid camo video were people that had raised somewhere between $200,000 and $400,000 for veterans on that year. And it was ironic given the fact that he was Canadian and doesn't even have the same holiday that he was criticizing us for not celebrating. There's a lot of other stuff like that that shows up on the channel. There were some videos about Sniper Wolf and Allie. There was a lot of them about me being transsexual.
Wait, Sniper Wolf and Allie? And Sniper Wolf and Allie are pure cancer. They deserve to be terminated.
Well, it's okay if you dislike them, and I understand.
No, I don't dislike them. I hate them.
You hate them. Okay.
Yeah.
That's okay if you hate them as well. But I'm just going through a general walkthrough here of the difference between criticism and hate. The videos that he would make were generally downright hateful, offering no criticism, but rather.
Allie and Sniper Wolf.
So, if I remember correctly, the video about Sniper Wolf got deleted because he was making fun about how fat Sausage was and how horrible it was when he hit her from behind and stuff like that. There was something about it, I don't even remember, it just got taken off the channel for that.
Well, yeah, because she's kind of a whore, to be honest. And, like, she struck down a whole bunch of other YouTubers' videos talking the truth about her.
She has levied some strikes against people that have used her content. I know Sniper Wolf, and I know a lot of the things that she's...
Tell her I called her a whore. Please.
I doubt... I promise you that she does not care. But the thing about her is that usually she flags videos, or if people use her content, or she tries to stop harassment because the issue that she struggles with is a lot of people say that Sausage is playing instead of her, and that she's just sort of like a bimbo that's not good at games. And I just want to make it really clear on stream, since we're on the subject, that Sniper Wolf does get her own gameplay. I've played side-by-sider at many events, and she does do all of her own gameplay, and she plays surprisingly well.
FaZe Apex situation, wherever FaZe main. She said she wasn't flirting with him at all.
I don't know much about that in particular. But anyway, backing up on the subject of 8 Thoughts, I'm sure he'll make another video about this. A lot of it is largely negativity for views, and there's a difference between being criticism and negative.
What negativity, though? It's just criticism.
No.
Not negativity.
Saying that what's the difference between saying Allie is cancer and I don't like Allie's content because it's designed for kids, or it's hypey, or you say, like, you don't like Sniper Wolf? Well, you cannot.
The thing is, the second that Fortnite became popular, you started making Fortnite clickbait videos every single week.
Me?
No, Allie. That just shows he wants money and views.
Yeah, everybody does that. It fucking sucks, and I hate it. I really don't like clickbait. I don't like Fortnite clickbait. It drives me crazy. The weird thing about the Fortnite community, and this is coming from another YouTuber, that's all they fucking watch, and I have no idea why. I've seen people make the most fakest, dumbass clickbait videos. Audience just floods in droves. I don't understand it, but that's how it works. But anyway, so that is a criticism of Allie. Saying that Allie makes clickbait videos is a criticism. Saying that Allie is cancer is hate. Saying something that you don't like Sniper Wolf because of her personality or her attitude is criticism. Saying that she's a whore is hate. There's a big difference there.
So even when she was flirting with one of the FaZe members?
To be honest with you, I don't know the details of that. They both argued about it on Twitter like children, and both had fake DMs trying to prove different stuff. So, and since I'm not 12 years old, I don't
FaZe
care.
Member definitely proved that she was flirting with him, though. Definitely proved. And you made a video about it himself.
You said I made a video about it?
Two different things.
No. FaZe member, whoever he was.
Maybe they did, but people make videos with fake shit all the time, just like clickbait.
But it wasn't fake, though. It was real,
How do you know it wasn't fake?
How do you know it was fake?
Well, the difference is I don't know if it was fake or real. I just know that there's a lot of fake videos made like that for hype. Okay, so I'm just gonna play your game, and I'll say, okay, what's her face? Sniper Wolf was flirting with another guy. Okay, we'll just say that's a fact. I don't really know, but we'll just agree on that for now, okay? But I'm just gonna agree with you right now for the sake of the conversation. It's all real, okay? And she was flirting with another guy.
Yeah. It is real, though.
Okay, I agree with you. It's real. She was flirting with another guy, okay? Why is it important for you to get on the internet and call her a whore in front of as many people as possible?
Because these scumbags need to be off of YouTube. Like, I don't understand why YouTube allows people like Logan Paul, Jake Paul, Rice Scum,
Where did we get them from?
LA on YouTube. Because
what is
every single
happening
one of them kept on breaking the community guidelines. Not sure how the heck they're still on YouTube.
In this, I would agree with you. I'm not a big fan of Jake or Logan Paul or even Rice Gum because those borderline on harassment. And the issue with those people is not that I dislike their content or them as a people, but the type of content that they make encourages others to do very bad things, which is bad for the platform in general. It also affects me for ad rates and all that. But backing up, so you want Allier gone,
Yep.
Sniper Wolf gone, T Martin gone. I assume that since you're here to troll me, I'm assuming you want me gone too.
Well, you don't really clickbait, so better.
Okay, so I'm allowed to stay.
Yeah, because you didn't clickbait at all. Just pisses me off that YouTubers that clickbait and break all the community guidelines get to stay. Like, no matter what they do, you get to
This
stay.
is something that me and you are in agreement on. I also really, honest to God, hate that, and it's very, very strong in the Fortnite community. For some reason, the people that watch Fortnite videos don't seem to care, which confuses me
Yeah, because they're like
so much.
like 9-year-old kids who aren't any smarter.
Yeah. I've had some people that do clickbait explain to me that what tends to happen is they click, obviously, because they want to see that thing and it's fake, but they end up liking you and they stay for you as a personality. But backing up a little bit, because you're getting sidetracked, the difference between, for Sniper Wolf, because it's an easy example, and she's probably going to be pissed at me for even doing all this on stream. Criticizing her for having questionable relationships and just outright saying she's a whore and she needs to be removed from YouTube, that's the difference between hate and criticism. In the same kind of way, the difference between saying, I don't like Allier because he makes clickbait videos is a criticism, but saying Allier is a cancer is a hate.
I despise them.
Okay, you despise them.
I actually just hate them at all.
Okay.
And even Sniper Wolf does clickbait videos. Even Fortnite clickbait videos. Like, for real.
But at the end of the day, as much as I dislike these people for their clickbaity things, in general, they're not really hurting people. Jake and Logan Paul are closer with encouraging that sort of behavior to minors. But even the worst sort of clickbait, or YouTubers with the most raucous of personal relationships, don't cause any harm.
But they deserve to be off of YouTube, though. Like, for real.
Why?
Because they clickbait, though.
Clickbait, I can agree with.
Not a bad thing.
So let's back this up a little bit now that we're in agreement on that. Why did you feel the need to come to my stream and try your very best to derail it and call me a tranny and stuff like that?
Because I've always wanted to come on YouTuber's stream that I hate and call them something really mean.
Do you feel better about yourself?
Attention, Griff.
Yeah, kinda.
Okay, well, I'm glad that you feel better about yourself. And I'm glad that I have made your day. I hope that even though it's sort of a self-fulfilling fantasy from you, that you've learned something from the experience and about me in general.
I'll tell you the fact that almost every single COD YouTuber has switched to Fortnite just to get like views and money and stuff.
The question, though, is I want you to imagine your life is a little bit different, okay? And I want you to imagine that you have given up on college and more traditional jobs in order to do YouTube videos, not as a hope and a dream. Most people don't just like up and quit their job, but they make videos for fun. Almost every single YouTuber I know started this completely as a passion. I can think of one person that started it as a business with the idea to be a business from the beginning. And they just got more and more opportunity and they started making more and more money to where the real job just didn't make sense, where you can make more money and do better for yourself or for your family. A lot of these people you don't like actually have families and children that they provide for, to where they can provide for their children better through YouTube. And if Call of Duty, like say World War II, isn't doing very good, it's not very popular, the views are going downhill, and you're making less and less money, wouldn't it make sense to swap to a game that is popular and free, a good game like Fortnite, and therefore you can provide for your family?
Not if you clickbait, though. I don't care if you clickbait. I mean, I don't care if you don't clickbait, and if you switch.
Oh, but we're not talking about clickbaiting now. You were just saying you hated that COD YouTubers swapped to Fortnite. So if you had children to provide for, what would you be willing to do work-wise for them?
Real work, not clickbait.
We're not talking about clickbait. You were talking about being upset because people have left COD YouTube, and there's quite a few of them, I'll admit.
I said I was upset, I was just mad.
Okay, you were just mad. And why does it make you mad?
Because they don't deserve to be on YouTube, though.
Oh, no, I mean, why does it make you mad that they left COD? I'm asking.
Because they just switched so easily. They just didn't care at all.
So maybe no loyalty is a good word for it.
Exactly.
Okay. Now, I'm curious about this, because this directly relates to me and all the hate that I got when I left Infinite Warfare. What does it mean to you, as a fan of Call of Duty, to be loyal to the franchise? And how loyal should a person be to a franchise?
They should just stick with it and like not switch instantly. Like, they should just at least say they're gonna start playing different games instead.
So the important thing is not that people can't change, but rather it hurts your feelings when they just abandon COD. They kick it to the side like a redheaded stepchild and just go to Fortnite and just like, fuck it. Like all the good things that COD did for them, all the fans that they built, just like to hell with those people. Okay, that's an attitude that I can understand.
No, actually, I'm not really sure why I wanted to call you Channy. I feel kind of bad now.
It's okay. I get that a lot, unfortunately. I'm aware of how I look. I'm aware that I'm a moderately androgynous looking male. I'm skinny, I'm tall, I'm white. I don't work out that hard. And I did the cross-dressing video that 8 Thoughts shows and a lot of people. Do you know the context behind that?
No.
But you've seen the picture of me dressed as a woman, correct? Okay. Well, the video for that, it was a friend of mine. His channel was dying about 3 or 4 years ago, and he came up with this idea for a series called High Stakes Wagers. He did Battlefield. He was dedicated to Battlefield, and it was like some sort of kill challenge or something. But he wanted me to be in episode 1 because I was the most popular friend that he had, and he wanted a really high stakes wager. So he recommended loser dresses as a girl, and he was a very, very good friend of mine that helped me a lot. So I agreed to do this challenge. I ultimately lost the challenge, knowing that I would because he's just a better gamer than I am. And for his video, in order to, when you lose the bet, you have to pay up like an honorable man, right? What he wanted from me was like probably like a picture or like a very brief video. But since he was a good friend and I wanted his channel to be as successful as possible, what I decided to do was to go as all out with the cross-dressing as I could and make the most ridiculous, hypey thing so that when we uploaded it, it got as much attention as possible to his channel. And that's why I did the cross-dressing. And it ultimately did help my friend, and it kept him in the YouTube game for a long, long time. Though, unfortunately, a lot of people take that out of context and use it against me as being a tranny or something, or a sexual deviant or pedophile or something like that.
I'm just wondering, like, why does 8 Thoughts hate you?
We were actually decent friends. We communicated pretty often. He hated me because when he made the video about COD YouTubers hate veterans, he said that I specifically hate veterans because I didn't do a COD endowment video. On that particular day, it made me super, super mad because I was working with a veterans charity and I got being told that I hated veterans and I was the worst person on the planet and stuff. So I got extraordinarily aggressive and I talked mad shit on Twitter and blocked him for like a super long time. And I assume that's why he hates me.
Oh man!
No, I actually don't really hate you that much.
Well, thank you. I'm glad to know that. What was it? What was the level of hate when the stream started?
Yeah, I would say like 7 or 6.
Okay. And where are we at now?
Like a 2 or a 3.
That's good to know. I've lessened some hate, which will be good for you, I hope.
Yeah, like 8 Thoughts like never even specified or whatever, like why he like ever hated you.
Most people don't. Most people, when they get mad and they hate somebody and they want to hurt them, giving specific reasons or giving the other person space to talk or do credit's not normally how you work. Because when you get mad about something, you get worked up, you want to talk shit, you want to strike back. I mean, you of all people must know how that feels.
Yeah, okay. It's not like 8 Thoughts hated you because like you were like a clickbait Fortnite YouTuber or something. Or like you were just like a scammer like T Martin.
Nope, never scammed anybody. If I scammed people, I'd be a lot richer than I am now. I wouldn't be buying food with coupons. All right, well, Minecraft. It's been 2 games. You've gotten the exact same amount of time that everybody else has in the open lobby.
I wasn't even in the lobby. I got kicked out.
Well, you've been here. Sorry, apologies. We were in a very heated discussion, you could say. Unfortunately, there's 4 other fans here that wanted to talk to me, and me and you have pretty much dominated the whole conversation, so I'm going to rotate you out, and despite our rough start, you are more than welcome to stick around the Discord or anywhere else, okay?
Yeah, I'm going to get off the Discord now.
Bye.
Here we go.
Guys, here, I very greatly apologize for cutting our conversation time short. It seemed, cool. I don't know why it seemed important that I talk to this young man so that he doesn't get lost in this weird idea of hate and making enemies out of normal people for no reason.
I found it interesting.